have. But I'll tell you what, this little dude is so worth it. Russian tortoises will never get any bigger than what you see here. And this little boy's name happens to be Broccoli. His name is Broccoli because that's his favorite food. These tortoises are completely vegetarian. Now, this is called a Russian tortoise, but you want to know where it's really from? China. So it was a Russian man who discovered them and brought them to his home. In his home, we learned many, many things about these gorgeous tortoises. They're a small breed. They'll stay just like this. On record, the oldest one is 50-something years old. However, I'm here to tell you, I have one that's older than that. So, they can get clear up to 58, 65, and 70 years old, depending upon how you keep them. These tortoises are completely vegetarian, and as these vegetarian tortoises grow, they will become some of your best friends and companions. They are calm, they are docile, they are gentle, they are loving, they are kind enough that they save food for their family members and their cage mates. So, all of our Russian tortoises live in their cage with a pet bearded dragon. Now, these guys happen to be very close friends to the point where they save each other food. They will pay attention to each other, and when they sleep at night, the bearded dragon puts his head on the tortoise's shell and they sleep together. So, this little guy here is going to go back in his box, and we're going to talk about this guy here. But Russian tortoises are great pets and companions. Does anybody know the difference between a tortoise and a turtle? Give me 1 second, I'm going to turn around and see who's got their hand up. The difference between a tortoise and a turtle, tell me. Very good. Very good. Tortoises do not swim, not even one stroke. In fact, they're sinkers, not swimmers at all. So your tortoise is different because it walks on land. It still has some of the same properties as a turtle. Also, another difference is the shell. A turtle's shell is going to shed scales, right? It's made of the same calcium that's in your nails. But a tortoise shell is made out of bone. It is a part of their skeleton. It is attached to their rib cage and their spinal column and everything. So these animals are actually, their bones grow with them, just like our bones grow with us, right? So that's all bone. Their shell is bone. Now, this little guy here is a bearded dragon. Does anybody have a bearded dragon at home? Oh, bearded dragons are really cool. Now, this guy here is no exception. He's a wonderful little dude. This is Alfredo. And Alfredo is what we call a zero dragon. That means he's patternless and has no color. But really, a bearded dragon is a bearded dragon when it comes down to care. When you put your dragon in a 75-gallon tank with a heat lamp and a shallow dish of water so he can take a bath when he wants and get a drink, these guys are meat eaters. They have been known to eat mice, rats, bugs, birds, you name it. These guys here will get to be about the length of my arm, so from fingertip to the middle of my bicep. So these are going to be very long animals that use their tail as a method of defense. These guys will use their tail and they can whip it back and forth at 17 to 20 miles per hour. So this little guy here is a formidable foe. What he's going to do, you guys, is when he sees a predator, it's usually going to be a snake coming after him, he's going to rear up on his hind legs, turn his chin all black, and hiss. If that doesn't work, he's going to turn around and look back with his mouth wide open so you see all those beautiful pearly teeth. Once he's showing you his teeth, he's going to start flapping that tail back and forth. That tail going at 17 to 20 miles an hour can really, really hurt. So, when you have a bearded dragon, you really need to pay attention to their tails and their signs that they're angry or upset. Your best sign with a bearded dragon, when they're nervous, is their chin is going to turn black. All this little loose skin here, it's going to puff out. It's going to turn completely pitch black, like your shoes. And once it's, your shoes, yep. Once it's completely black, you're going to know that he's upset. Because at that point, he's going to be opening his mouth and going like this. Once you hear those noises, put him away. Don't even keep him out anymore. That means he's stressed, he's scared, he's upset, and the next step is to whip. Now, These guys will live about 20 to 25 years, and they are some of the best pet lizards in the world to own. Now I'm going to show you another one of the best lizards in the world to own.
You want some process?
It's a baby Euromastix lizard. This is an Egyptian animal, and these incredibly lovely Egyptian animals are from where the pyramids are, like Cairo area, and all along the Gaza Strip and all that place, all those beautiful places. Now, this little guy here is going to get quite a lot bigger. He's going to get from the middle of my finger to my shoulder blade. So you're talking about a very large lizard once they're grown. He is about 6 months old. Now, this beautiful lizard is very friendly and very gentle. He is completely vegetarian, and he will live about 25 years. Take a good look at his tails, kids. Do you guys think that he uses that as a weapon, just like the bearded dragon? What do you think? I heard a lot of yeses, and you guys are correct. He's going to use that tail as a whip as well. Only this tail hurts considerably worse. When you come up to pet him, I'm going to show you exactly why. But it has to do with all these little spikes on his tail. I don't know if you can see them all, but there's definitely a lot of spikiness there. And they'll use that as a weapon. Now, what's usually going to eat these guys is an Egyptian asp or cobra, things like that. And those snakes get up to about 14 feet long. So, they can eat a very sizable lizard, right? Now, they will not bathe, they will only drink. Yes?